Hello guys. Well, I promised you guys I was gonna make a tutorial on my latest introduction tutorial, this one. Now, I'm not gonna make it exactly the same. The reason why is because I still wanna keep it kind of original for me. So, the only thing that's gonna change on this tutorial is the way the big letters animating. As you can tell, these ones animate from the side and then go in and then go out and come back in. But the ones that I'm going to show you it's actually going to be decoding as well as the ones on the bottom, but it's going to be like a bigger decode, and it looks really nice as well. But I just want to keep it a little bit different because I don't want people telling me that I stole it from somewhere, which I didn't. And as you guys can tell, I didn't steal it. This is my After Effects project file right here. Everything's here, from the lens flare to everything, so you guys know I made these. And now I'm gonna show you how to make it. Now this tutorial is actually gonna be really short. I'm gonna make kind of a faster way of doing it because all the animations, well, this one I got it on a preset, but the top one with the RP or Rebel Priest, I made them all manually. So just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna make it, a little bit more complex, easier to use. Now we're not gonna be using really anything special on here. The only plugin, external plugin that you'll need to have, and this is optional, you don't have to have it. It's a lens flare. It just adds this little light to it, but it still looks really, really clean without it. So, like I said, it's just an extra thing that it's nice to have if you want to, or if you don't have the plugin, it's fine. You don't have to have it. Of course, like I said, it's optional, so it's just to make it look more fancy. Alright, now let's get started to the good part. Now, first, what you want to do is make a new composition, whatever the size of the intro that you want to make. All of my videos are 1280 by 720, as you guys know, 60 frames per second, full resolution. Now, the timeline, or whatever you want to call it, I always make it, I want a really short intro because I don't want people going, oh man, that's a minute long intro. I don't want to see that. So, 5-second intro is nice. The color, you can leave it as black, white, whatever you want to. Now for mine, I actually made it white, but you can change that. You just make a new solid, which I'll show you guys on here. So let's just keep it like this. Now, if you go 1080, you can use their presets, but like I said, I always work with 60 frames per second, so they don't have a preset for that, so I just made this. Alright, let's get into it. Now that we have this, first, I like to create the background first, which is actually really easy. Now let's say we want it, yeah, I like it black, so maybe let's add a blue on here. So let's add a solid, and then we're gonna go to a really dark blue, kind of like a midnight blue type of deal. Like, this is really nice. Alright, so now you see the blue solid one. That actually works out great. Now, the way to get the fade, as you guys saw on this one, you see it's kind of gray to white. It's really, really simple. All you have to do is go here to your masking tools, ellipse tools. Once you select that, double click it, you get this really nice oval selection. So the only thing you're gonna want to do is right here where it says mask, you're gonna invert it first, and you want to feather it. Oops, there we go. It's looking really nice, but I think it's way too much blue. What we can do is, oh no, wait, it looks kind of nice. We can just drag it out and get a little bit more darker. Alright, that looks nice. I like that. Blue and black, so this way we can use white letters. Now that we have the background done, let's just go to the text. Right click, new, text. Here you can put whatever. You can actually make a one-line text to make it easier, so I'll just put I don't know, tutorial. There we go, and Now the one that we're gonna use for this one, for the top one, I already have it selected. It's called Express Chart. So you can look for it, but I'm gonna show you how to get through it um, with the menu, without having you to type it in. Just go to animation presets right here on the effects and presets. Go to text and animate in, and where is the Express Yay chart? So all you gotta do is drag it onto your text, and I'll show you what it will look like. Really nice, right? So it's really nice, and we like that. Oh, now a lot of people actually like their text all to be capital. You could just use cap locks, or just go right here. As you guys can tell, it says all caps, and it will change it right from there. So yeah, let's just keep it all capitals. And now on the bottom text, as you guys can tell, in the original it had really small letters just saying my username, so let's do that as well. I made a new text. You can type in whatever you want to. Now I'm just gonna type my YouTube channel. Alright, now that that's done, let's get this really small. I don't want it that big, so, and let's lower it. Yeah, let's lower it a little bit. Maybe stretch it out, making it so it'll take out the whole bottom of the word. That looks good. Now, in my opinion, for my taste, I think this is way too big, these two. So I'll just select both of it by selecting one, and then on your keyboard click Control, and then just select the other one. After you've done that, just click on one corner, click Shift, and boom, there you go. It's a lot better now, because the other one was kind of big. So now let's lower this one. Oh my, sorry, it's just I'm trying to get it. Let's see. You know what? Don't worry. Alright, now that we have it, it looks kind of off center, so just try to make it as, put it right in the middle, whatever you think the middle is, make it look nice. Now the first one's already animated, so you really don't need anything there else. Now the second one we need to animate, which is gonna be really same one. We can use this one, the decoder fade in, which is pretty much, I think it's the exact same one that I used for my first intro. Now let me see. Yeah, it is the same one. Let me just fix something. I forgot. When you're gonna add an effect, make sure you have it at this right here. Have it at the very beginning, or else it'll add it to where you left this marker thing. So let's put it at the very beginning, and now let's add the effect. And let's look at it now. You see? Now it works really well. I like it. It looks really nice and clean. And this is why I like this intro. Now you can leave it like this, like I said, or you can add the lens flare. The lens flare is, or optical flare, is just an extra thing that you can add. Like I said, it's optional because I know a lot of people don't have it. So let's go and add it. You want to make it black, a new solid black. Okay, and now here, let's go into your plugins. Let's go Video Copilot and optical flares. Now this is optional. Like I said, you don't have to have it. I mean, you don't have to add it to it. So it's just if you really want the kind of effect to go on it, but it's optional. You don't have to do it. Alright, so now what you want to do right here on your black solid, you want to right click, go to blending mode, and go to add. As you can tell, you get this really nice lens flare. Now we're actually gonna animate it because just like this it doesn't look good. So maybe I want it to, I don't know, maybe I don't want the lens flare to appear until tutorials all the way out, so that'll be around right here, right? So we're gonna animate it. I'm sorry, let's animate the brightness. Give me 1 minute. Effects, optical flares. Okay, there we go. Now brightness, let's move it to 0. So you don't have anything there, right? But let's move this one a little bit back. I don't know, just so that when it finishes coming out, you see right here it's almost done building it, and right here it's done. So right here is where we're gonna wanna move the brightness, but you might not want it this big. We can move it around, kind of position it. Now I don't like this lens flare, so let's change it up really quick. Options, and it'll bring you to the optical flares menu. Now let's use a preset, because we don't want to take too long on this. So this one looks really nice. Maybe you change the color to, I don't know, yeah, that blue looks really nice. Alright, that's good. I like this. You see, now it looks really clean. So now, as you guys can tell, nothing, and then boom, there's our lens flare. Now maybe you want to animate it, make it so that it will go from here to here, from I'm sorry, from whatever time is left in your intro. So let's animate that it's on your position. So let's animate the position from here, maybe to when the video it's done all the way over here. Let's move it around all the way here. Alright, so now you get this really nice animation thing. Now as you guys can tell, this really huge circle, I will remove it myself, but I think it does look kind of nice, so I'll just leave it as it is. Now if you know how to use these optical flares from Video Copilot, you can edit every single preset. So for example, these really big circles right here, right? So let's hide it. Let's hide this one too. Let's leave the small one, because the small one does look kind of nice. And now there we go. It looks really nice, right? Alright, now that we're done, the audio that I'm using, it's from an artist on YouTube. He's a great artist. I don't know how to pronounce his username, but he's well known, so I think it's Klaypex, something like that. He has a free album that he released, so you guys should check that out. I already have a song selected, so I'll just use this one. I drop it at the very bottom, and now you won't really hear it right now, but what we want to look for on the waveform, it's where the song actually is going haywire. It means where you have the loudest amount of sound, and like for example right here we're getting close, because we want something loud on the intro. Well, that's what I would like to have. You guys can have whatever you want. If you want a slow song, look right here, it's where the song actually kind of starts going. This is a dubstep song, but you can use whatever kind of song you want. You can use rap or anything. So now that we have that done, now we don't want it to come in, well, I don't mind it coming in really hard, but I do mind coming. Now the ending, as you guys can tell, it doesn't fade out, so we're gonna animate that. It's just really simple and easy. We'll just keep it to maybe where you want to animate it out, all the way from maybe 2 seconds. So let's make a keyframe right there and go all the way to the end. In the end, just make it really negative 27, and as you guys can tell, there's almost no sound there, which is really good. That's what we want. Well, that's what I would like to have. And now as you guys can tell, this one's actually blue from aside the one that I made, but just mess with the color settings on these two, on this one, and you can get it. If you want white, all you have to do is create a new solid, make this one white, so you get the white background, Now let's close this one and make a new one on top of that one. Make it gray, and just add the same effect with the mask. And invert it, feather it. And now you see it's the same thing. It's really fast and clean, but I like, you know, the midnight blue. This is just for this tutorial. Like I said, you can use any color: red, blue, pink, I don't care. And as you guys can tell, that looks really nice. So now let's RAM preview it and see if we can get this thing. It shouldn't take a long time to RAM preview it, since it's really short, 5 seconds. Well, I don't know, the lens flare is gonna take a little bit. It always takes, you know, a little bit on this. Now I forgot to tell you guys, right here I actually had a lot of problems on rendering with this computer because it would never render my audio, and I know I might be retarded or something, but it did it because I never had it selected on my render settings. So oh, look. Okay, that looks really nice, crisp and clear, and I really like it. I like the way the music sounds and it ends really fading out. That's really good. Now, like I was saying, for some reason before, I just could not render audio. Now, it's gonna be really retarded. So if you're having this problem too, don't worry. I had it a long time. So all you are going to want to do is, of course, to go to render. On your keyboard, click Control M. Sorry, you have to have your composition selected. Control M. You should add it to here. For some reason, it's not doing it. Or you know what? Create proxy movie. It's the same thing. Alright, so now settings, we're gonna change this to the best resolution, full. All the rest just leave them as they are. Now on your output model, don't choose Avid because you'll end up with a really high, like really big file. So just choose H264. It's still great, get amazing quality. So just keep it as that. Now give me 1 minute, and I have to check my audio settings to make sure I do render it without, I mean with with audio, as I had problems with that before. Now right here, audio output, just select it, leave it as it is. Okay, and we're done. Click render and you guys should be set. Oh, and guys, don't forget to like the video, sub for more, and all that, you know, good stuff. Alright, thanks. Take care. Bye.